Next up, at UFC 327, we have yet another wildly unreliable fighter. We got Kevin Holland taking on Randy Rude Boy Brown. Kevin Holland, 28-15 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5 on an unfortunate 2-fight skid. Taking on Randy Rude Boy Brown, 20-7 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5, coming off that main event KO loss. Kevin Holland, when he's doing the things he's supposed to do, he's an accurate striker. He's got laser pinpoint accuracy. There's some good power in there because of the speed, because of how well-timed his shots are. And he's got phenomenal jiu-jitsu. The wrestling is the really only criticism you could have for him with his actual fight skills. If you zoom out from the skills themselves, he's a little... seems disinterested at times, doesn't seem to care very much if he wins or loses, almost like he made so much money when he fought Hamzat on short notice that nothing at that point forward even matters to him.
He's got to be making $400,000 or $500,000 a fight at this point. Maybe more. Has he ever had his salary disclosed at a California card? Does anybody know?
No, but I think he said he made over $1 million.
Yeah, he probably got a nice bonus for that one. But I bet his contract is fucking $500,000-$600,000 to fucking show up.
Well, and I kind of get it because he is a name, and his fights can be fun, win or lose. He gets people talking about him, people interested, but he unfortunately at times seems like has so much money he doesn't care. Like, I don't care if I win, I win, I lose, I lose. But when he's on and he's doing the things he's supposed to do, wildly talented guy and a hard guy to beat, taking on Randy Rude Boy Brown. Very tall for this weight class. And obviously so is Kevin Holland, but Randy uses his length really, really well. He's dumb tall at 6'3". He takes full advantage of that. He's got long jabs, long kicks. When he's ready, he'll go ahead and initiate those striking exchanges. He'll even shoot a takedown or two. He has 9 takedowns in his UFC career, and he doesn't go to them often, but they are there, and he has long guy technique with the jiu-jitsu. He'll snatch some things up. He'll make some stuff happen. He is coming off that knockout loss to Gabriel Bonfim, where Gabriel just came in, made it ugly, landed clean, and that was the end of that. Kevin Holland's not a reliable fighter, okay? You don't know what he's going to show up, like what he's going to do when he shows up. You don't know if he's going to be on. You don't know if he's going to be off. You don't know how serious he'll take it. He does tend to win like these type fights, like back against the wall, not supposed to win, couple losses, boom. Like that's one where he shows out and looks spectacular. And we usually will break him down, mention how unreliable he is, but mention the talent, pick him anyway, then it's a disaster. And I'm not falling into that cycle here. I'm just going to flat out pick Randy Brown. No caveat, no but if, Kevin. I think Randy's actually the better overall fighter. And as long as Randy doesn't let Kevin play his game and doesn't let Kevin's just talking, get in his head and get him to do dumb shit or get him to be more aggressive than he should be, I think Randy wins this fight. I think he's the more powerful striker. I think he certainly has a wrestling advantage. And I think Randy's just the overall better fighter. So as long as he doesn't fall out of what his rhythm will be, which is managing range, landing clean, engaging when he wants to, I think Randy wins this fight, so Randy's going to be the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, my hope is for this fight to be what it could be. I think that's what everyone should kind of hope for. Like both these long rangy guys throwing big strikes from range, because there's neither one of them is like the most technical guys, but they can't throw some big shit over the top. And I hope that it ends in a knockout either way. I don't want this turning into like fucking MVP and fucking what's his name, like where there's just like they both have range, so they're both just kind of staring at each other. And that's typically not a Kevin Holland fight, but you know, I just hope that this is what it's supposed to be. With that said, it's a Kevin Holland fight. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. I'm taking Randy Brown because I think he's the better striker, wrestling and whatever. I don't really give a shit. I think he's the better. He throws punches better. But if he gets knocked out, he gets knocked out. If he gets subbed, he gets subbed. We'll watch this fight on Saturday. We'll find some props to bet for sure. But I got to go Randy Brown. But I'm not going to fucking sit here and try to make a case for either one of them. I mean, just not, everyone knows who Kevin Holland is at this point. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and people are just going nonstop. He's never lost 3 fights in a row. And yeah, all right, he hasn't yet.
Nobody has until they have.
What? So what? Yeah, neither did Anderson Silva.
Like, yeah, Tony Ferguson never lost 5 fights in a row, and then he lost fucking 9 in a row.
Like it is like I get what you're
something saying. Hasn't happened. I mean, that drives me insane with people just because it's never happened. So okay, yeah, it just hasn't happened yet.
And he's obviously been in this position before. I literally opened this breakdown with. He does seem to win these fights where his back is against the wall and whatever. And Jacob and I met him at Noche UFC. That dude had less than zero interest in looking at anybody, talking to anybody,
I
showed up.
didn't meet him. I didn't talk to Kevin. You talked to Kevin?
No, we didn't like meet him. He
Well, you
came
just
in.
said we met him.
We're around him, I guess. I'm not.
We were in the
implying that-
same arena as Kevin Holland.
No, it was in the.
I know he was in
hospitality.
the
Yeah.
VIP. He was
in the VIP. He was supposed to be
he
the
was,
fighter.
he was
that-
taking. I mean, he was doing what he was supposed to do. He was taking pictures. I mean,
Dude, he was there for 1/8 of the time. Showed zero interest.
how do you
in
know how long
anybody
he's supposed to be there?
Because he bailed immediately while the line was long.
Maybe
as
he
fuck.
wasn't even supposed to be there and just showed up because he was a nice
he
guy.
was supposed to be there.
How do you know you're supposed to be there? There's no list of athletes that showing up.
They
They
literally
just come over and be like, "Hey, so and so's coming over in 5 minutes."
They said okay. So they said he was supposed to be there. He came with his
Sounds
fire
like you're
your
being pretty
manager.
negative.
Him and his buddy came with the fire your manager shirts. They engaged with basically nobody, got in line, took like 2 pictures. His buddy ate a ton of food and then they bounced. There was a whole line of people. Everybody was furious. And the only reason I'm mentioning all of that is Kevin Holland. It was almost as disappointing with Cowboy Cerrone, who took literally 0 pictures. But he's supposed to be a man of the people. He's supposed to be the guy that everybody loves because he's so fun and he's just normal and he goes out there, and he was less than interested in talking to anybody because I didn't care
This
at all.
is like, so now you have a personal vendetta versus
No.
Kevin Holland. That's just like you have the personal vendetta versus what's his name because he big dogged you in the VIP room.
No, listen, if it's a true show of your character, if you're too cool to engage.
Now you're saying the fucking 5-minute interaction that you saw with Kevin Holland, and you have no
Exactly.
idea of
5
the
minutes.
details.
Exactly.
You have
5
no idea the details if he
What do
was
you
even
mean,
supposed
no
to be
idea the
there.
details?
If he just happened to show up, he was like, let me go ahead and stop in and just say hi to the fans. You have no idea.
That's not
but
what
because
it
of that 5-minute, not even an interaction, your observation of Kevin Holland, now you are questioning his character when this guy has gone out of his way to fucking stop robberies and pulling people out of the car and stopping people. But now, because of an interaction you saw that you didn't want a part of, you're questioning his character.
I'm not questioning his character. I made a very clear line between he doesn't seem to give a fuck about his career, and then the one time that there was any interaction whatsoever, he didn't give a fuck about that situation either. So he seems like he's at a point where he made enough money. He doesn't care at all about anybody or anything anymore. And you saw that in his interview with Rampage Jackson, who was like, you know what, a 40-20, whatever the fuck that whole thing was. The dude doesn't seem to care about anybody or anything, which makes breaking him down so freaking hard. That's the problem. Because if he doesn't care about this fight, because he's already made all the money he's supposed to make, and now he's trying to start a managing company. Somebody said, why did he wear the Fire Your Manager shirt? Because him and his buddy are starting a management company. Because I was talking to his buddy about it. If he doesn't care about anybody or anything, including his career, how are we supposed to care about his career? That's what I'm getting at here. So I can't trust the guy.